if I turn the micro bit on, it starts the little program I've written running. I line up this bike light with the diode, and when I make an exposure, this should say 60th of a second. And you see scrolling across here 1/60th of a second. If I decrease that to a 30th of a second, it reads a 30th of a second. 15th. Eighth. And so on. Now, consistency is also important, so I'll set it back to 30th of a second on the camera. If I press the right hand button, it clears the memory on the card. And what I'll do is do several exposures on a 30th. So that's 5 exposures at a 30th of a second. So now if I press the the left hand button, it will display a 30th, which is the average, and then 3 exposures, let's say, and then it says the average of all the exposures as a decimal, and then it will say the maximum, and then it will say the minimum. So you can, if a shutter varies a bit, you can take a series and get an idea of the range of exposures. If I hold this and line it up carefully, I'm on 15th of a second. And it says 15th plus. I say plus because it's greater than 10% out, so it's longer. It's not. It's less than half a stop more than 15th, but it's not within the 10% range. Oh, I'm going to have to write this all down. Bang on 15. Bang on 15. Bang on 15. If we put it on half second, try that. Half a second. So this elderly Hasselblad seems to be bang on with the timing. For a second. It's running at half a second. So although I'm setting it on a quarter of a second, it's actually giving almost a stop, probably a stop more. If I set it on 30th, it's more like a 15th. So this is almost consistently giving almost a stop more on the on what's marked on the dial, and quite reliably. So if you know that, you can give it the correct exposure. We're looking at half a second here, and that's bang on half a second. 15th, it's bang on 15th. 30th, it's bang on 30th. So it's perfectly capable. Older mechanical lenses are perfectly capable of getting within 10% of the correct exposure, but some of them are can be a bit flaky. Try 1,000th. I missed it then. Bit over 1,000th. So generally, when we start getting to faster shutter speeds, we start getting, it's saying 500th there, even though we're still on 1,000th. So much over 1/25th of a second, it starts to look, now it's saying fast, because it's too fast for it to catch at 2,000th of a second. So over 1/25th of a second, it starts to get flaky.